Welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is February 9th, 2024. Just want to say thank you to Kobe Bryant. Thank you to the NBA. Thank you, FanDuel. Thank you for the ongoing Kobe Bryant rituals in the NBA. Because of you, Kobe Bryant, you have made my community very rich. Thank you. Shout out to E.V. Palmer. Thank you for joining us, my brother. So, let me show you guys everything that they did in the NBA, right? But look, I could have had more teams on this parlay, but I didn't want to get too greedy. So, I put 3 teams on there. Every team won, and they were all pretty decent lines. And I caught the parlay at plus 268, which is not bad, right? And then I did a 2-team parlay. You know, I wanted to cover how much I bet it because I didn't want to show this, but I don't like to brag, at all. It's not about the money. I don't want you guys focusing on the money. I want you focusing on the rituals and how accurate we were because we understand what's going on in the NBA. The NBA are rigging their basketball games, and they're paying tribute to Kobe Bryant, and they've been doing this since he passed away on January 26, 2020. If you saw the live stream that I did yesterday, we covered a lot of the stuff that happened since the death of Kobe Bryant and most of the rituals that they performed in the NBA after his death. And today, of course, yesterday on the 8th, his statue was unveiled in Los Angeles, and of course, they was going to do Kobe Bryant rituals in the NBA, like I called in that video, and that's exactly what happened. Right? Not only did the Mavericks, the Bulls, the Nuggets, the entire NBA had a Kobe Bryant ritual, and we almost caught all of them. I left out the Warriors in this ticket. I should have had the Warriors in there. The Warriors picked up their 24th win of the season on the day that number 24 has his statue unveiled. And the Warriors also gave the Pacers their 24th loss of the season. I mean, I could have had more teams in this parlay, but whatever. I'm satisfied. And this is what I was saying in that other video. The death of Kobe Bryant, that was our opportunity to get really rich. Because remember, when he passed away, I went on that big streak. I went on like a 23-game winning streak. 23 games, no losses, 23 games straight without losing. The only reason I didn't go for more is because that 23rd win happened on March 11th, the day that the NBA was canceled. So who knows? I would have probably went 30, 40, who knows? But it was the only reason I was able to do that. I haven't been able to do that since. And the reason I was able to do that at that time in 2020 was because everything was a Kobe Bryant tribute. Everything. And today, I caught most of them. I caught 3 of them, even though I could have caught 4 or 5. But look, the Warriors, like I said, and oh my God, the Pacers had 58 points at the half. 58. Kobe Bryant equals 58. If you go on YouTube, you can actually watch the entire presentation. Notice how long that presentation was. It was 58 minutes. And what does Kobe Bryant equal in gematria? His name equals 58. Something that we kept emphasizing in that other video that I did yesterday. Because I said, look at that. How perfect for Kobe to get tributed in the Super Bowl. But when he passed away in 2020, because his name also has that gematria of 54, he died right before Super Bowl 54. And now his statue's being unveiled right before Super Bowl 58. All right, Super Bowl 58 is on Sunday, 3 days from this event. All right, the name Kobe Bryant equals 58. The name Kobe Bean Bryant, his full name, has a gematria of 54. So in 2020, we had the same Super Bowl when he passed away, and now that his trophy went up, we having the same Super Bowl again, the same 2 teams, right? 49ers and Chiefs, 58 and 54. So the presentation was 58 minutes long, right? Wow. Of course, the Pacers, that was the first team. That was the team that he won his first championship against. Had 58 points at the half, and then ended up picking that 24th loss. And then they scored 24 right before the halftime. But look, all right, so let's just go through all the games today. Notice the Magic stayed on 24 losses. I mean, I could have had all of these teams in the parlay, but I didn't want to get too greedy because I was betting big money. Right? I stood away from this game, but look, the Mavericks game, okay, so this is something that I noticed, right? Okay, so look, so the date, yesterday's date was, and they do this on purpose because there are a lot of, and they know that there's a lot of people out there decoding this stuff, and they know a lot of people are gonna fall for this bait, right? So look, the date was yesterday's date is 2/8/24. Of course, Gianna Bryant wore the number 2, Kobe Bryant wore the number 8 and 24 during his NBA career, right? So that's why they chose yesterday to do the unveiling, 24 weeks after Kobe Bryant Day, when his wife came out and announced it. But look, 2/8/24, that's the date, right? There was 3 teams that could have had, they could have became 28 and 24 for the season, or 24 and 28. 3 teams in the NBA, and those 3 teams were the Mavericks, the Bulls, and actually not the Nuggets. It was another team, but the reason I put the Nuggets on there because, like I said yesterday, the Lakers had 113 all-time wins against the Nuggets. They stayed on that number because the name Kobe Bryant was 113. And, of course, Kobe Bryant had a lot of history with Denver. I said, look, the Denver Nuggets are going to keep the Lakers on those 113 wins, and that's exactly what happened. But there was another team, too. Let's see. What was it? Actually, the one team that, there was only one team that actually did it. There was the Magic, right? So the Magic became 28 and 24 on 2/8 in the year 24. That was the only team that did it. So, and luckily, I left that one out. But look, the Mavericks could have did it, but no, they picked up their 29th win. Right, the Mavericks were 28 and 23. They would have lost. It would have became 28 and 24 on 2/8/24. But they won and got that 29th win. Kept the Knicks on 33 wins because Kobe equals 33, like New York. Now also, and the Lakers also fell to 17 and 9 at home. That was another indication that the Lakers was going to lose because 179 is the 41st prime number. And remember, Kobe Bryant equals 41. He died at the age of 41, and all the other 41s that I mentioned in the other video. His wife's name is Vanessa Lane. Her name is also 41 as well. A lot of people thought that the Lakers was going to pick up that 28th win on 2/8. I'm like, come on, you guys. Stop doing novice work. I mean, you're going to fall for that? The 28th win on 2/8, blah, 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 Kobe? No. It's more to this, the decode stuff. You guys think they would make this stuff that easy for us just, oh, look, 28. They're gonna. So why the Jazz didn't, not the Jazz, the Mavericks. The Mavericks could have picked up their 28th loss. Or the Bulls could have picked up their 28th loss. The Bulls was that other team. The Bulls were 24 and 27. They could have became 24 and 28, and that didn't happen either. Picked up on all of these riddles, man. I'm actually lucky that I stood away from this Magic because I was like, the Magic are not gonna do that. But the reason why I stood away from this one is because the Magics were huge favorites. So I'm like, I don't think the Spurs are gonna upset the Magic. I don't think this is gonna happen. And I left that team out of my ticket, and thank God, because it would have been devastating. But I'm making this video because a lot of you say stuff like, oh, you can't make money off gematria, sports betting is risky, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's because you guys don't know what's going on and you guys don't know what to do. And you don't know how to bet. I mean, I'm sorry if I hurt anybody's feelings, but that's just the facts. A lot of you don't know how to properly decode. A lot of you don't know how to gamble. It's a lot to go to this. It's a lot to be successful in this gambling stuff using gematria. There's a lot that goes into it. You can't just know how to decode. You can't just know how to bet. You can't just have discipline. You got to have all 3. If you don't have all 3, you're not going to be successful. And just for the record, I'm not always right. But when I'm actually wrong, I don't lose much because I know when or not the riddle is very strong or not. Okay? So if I come out and make a video, for example, like the other day when I said that the Oilers was going to continue that win streak that they had, I knew in the back of my mind that narrative that they had wasn't that strong. So that's why I didn't want to bet that much money. Yes, I did lose because the Oilers lost, but I didn't lose that much money. I only betted $20. Now, a game like today is a little different because I knew these teams was going to win. Mavericks, the Nuggets, and the Bulls. That's why I went big. Put big money on this parlay because I know when the narrative is good. Of course, I'm not going to come on YouTube and give you guys this information for free, because this information can get you a lot of money. A lot of you think that we are just obligated to give you guys information for free. No. I ask you guys, join the Patreon if you're interested in this sports information. You can make a lot of money from this. Why would I put it out for free? And when people don't even donate to events, when I make videos asking for donations to feed poor people in Haiti, people don't give a fuck. So I'm not going to give a fuck about nobody. Right? You want to turn $500 into $1,300? You have to pay for that service. You don't think you guys want to troll me when I'm wrong? Everybody's wrong. It's impossible to be 100%. But you have to know when the decode is good and when it's strong and when it's weak. You have to know the difference. That's how you become successful using gematria to bet on sports games. Okay, for example, last year when the Super Bowl, Eagles versus Chiefs, I said multiple times in multiple videos, this is a very difficult Super Bowl to call. Every video I said the same thing. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. There's a narrative for the Chiefs, but there's also a narrative for the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know what to do. If I had to choose, I'm going with the Eagles. They look like they have the better narrative. Saying that doesn't mean I go and put $1,000 on the Eagles. If I know that the Chiefs have a narrative, why would I bet $1,000 on the Eagles? You see, you guys don't understand how this stuff works. You have to have all three. You have to have discipline. You got to know how to decode. You have to be able to solve the riddle. You also have to be patient and know how to bet on sports. Know when to go big and when not to go big. I hate when I hear people say, oh, gematria is bullshit. The games are not rigged. Oh, you can't make money off this. No, you can't make money off of this stuff. My people do make money off of this stuff. If I didn't deliver this type of service to people, they will not be on my Patreon. I will have 0 people supporting my Patreon. Now you can ask all the members on my Patreon, is he always right? I'm telling you right now, I'm not always right. That's why I'm not afraid to come on YouTube and give you guys a prediction for free. So I'm not afraid to say I think the Lions are going to play the Ravens because of this narrative. I'm not afraid to do that because I've been right so many times that I don't have anything to prove anymore. Something I was saying yesterday is, Kobe Bryant can make us very rich, but we have to know. Don't just assume that because the Lakers are playing on the data, like you guys have to do the research, do the proper decode. Also, don't just say, "Oh, I like the Lakers have a narrative," and then don't look at don't decode the Nuggets' possibility of winning. You know how many people have reached out to me and said, "Who do you have for the Super Bowl?" And I tell them I like the Chiefs, right? So then they go and give me their decode for the 49ers, right? And they go, because the 49ers have a 13 riddle, number 13, number blah, blah, blah. They can become 1 and 3, this and this, 13, and then 13, Mr. Brock Purdy, number 13, and that's Travis, and that's Taylor Swift's favorite number, blah, 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 13, 13, 13, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, that's very interesting, all the 13s. Okay. But have you looked at the Chiefs narrative? And I know the Chiefs. I know. But the 13, the 13, the 13. And I'm like, this is bad. This is bad because this is not the way to proper decode. When you do a decode, and I'm not perfect, okay? I'm gonna say this over and over again. I don't know it all at all, but I'm very accurate. I have more wins than losses. Just look at my channel. The proof is all there. We called the George Bush World Series. Called a bunch of stuff. It's all there, the evidence. We even predicted when people are going to die. So that's why I don't have anything to prove. But when you do a decode, right, don't just decode the Lakers. You have to also look at the Nuggets narrative, right? But you also have to make a decision. And that's why sometimes it gets tough. Because if both teams have a narrative to win, that should tell you don't bet that much money. That's how you can save from your losses, because we are gonna lose. Tomorrow when I do some decodes, I'm gonna find games that are double coded, and I'm gonna bet small money on those games. I'm always going to choose one, though. So yeah, the Lakers had a narrative to win. Of course, they could have picked up their 28th win on 2-8, and there was a bunch of other stuff that could have happened. But to me, the Nuggets had the better narrative because of the irrelevance the number 113 has to Kobe Bryant, and the relevance that the number 41 has to Kobe Bryant. Right? Kobe Bryant goes 113 and 41, just using the two base ciphers, the alphabetical order and the one numerology. And those two numbers played in this game. And most of the games were, like I said, most of the games were Kobe Bryant related. The games that I felt like could have went either way, I just stood away. Like this game right here, I saw the 33 possibility, but I was like, I don't find enough things to support a Timberwolves victory, so I stood away from it. And that's what I do on my Patreon. I look for the best games with the best narratives. And we go with that. We go with that. All right. On 2-8-2-4. All right. So I don't understand like what. Like okay, look, and I get it. I get why like there's been this like this reputation of like the people in this community have been like I don't know what's the right word. It's like I feel like we've been like poisoned, but like I don't understand like because when I started doing this, there wasn't that much trolling, that much hate, that much attacks. That didn't really exist. People were just coming into the live stream trying to figure out what's going on in the world, trying to figure out how the sports games were being rigged, how the news was being fabricated, how the celebrities was just dying mysteriously like how they were. That's what it used to be when I first started. There was a lot of smart people in the community. There was I forgot her name, but there was this lady who was so smart, Marcus. You guys that have been around know who I'm talking about. It was a lady who always used to call in, very, very intelligent. Those were the type of people that used to be in this community. Now, all you have is a bunch of trolls, a bunch of uneducated people that just can't wait for you to make a video and say, "Oh, you was wrong on the Chiefs. Ha ha, Jamatra's bullshit." That's it's like this community has been flooded with those type of people. It never used to be that way. There used to be people like that will call in and say, "You know what, Arthur? I know you like the Eagles, but did you look at this narrative with this?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you know what? That's interesting. Thank you. Oh, okay." But now it's not that. Now they leave us out to dry, and then they wait for you to be wrong, and then they go make a video, or they leave a comment under your video and say, "Oh, you was wrong, bullshit. Oh, you're the worst at this. Oh, this is you should delete your channel." Blah 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 blah. All those people never existed back when I started doing this in 2018. But 6 years later, it's crazy. Look at this video. This video, and look, this is what I mean about like this community now. And not everybody, right? Don't take this personal because I'm not talking about everybody, but you guys know who you are. When I made this video, this was what date was this? November 1st, 2023. Let me just zoom in so you guys can see. All right, the title of the video is The Conclusion of the 119th World Series. November 1st, 2023, this video was made, right? Now let's look up the World Series score. Let's see, when did Game 5 end? Okay, so look. So actually, I made this video like it was like midnight when I made this video. It was late, right? But point I'm trying to make is this video was made before Game 5 was played. This game right here, right? And in this video, I pretty much said, if you haven't seen it, we broke down why the Texas Rangers was going to win the World Series. They were the underdogs. And why it would end on November 1st, because that was George Bush's 119th day of his age, and this game was a big tribute to George Bush, right? Now let's go to the comments, see how many people said. 46 comments. Let's see how many people who saw this video. It was over 800 people who saw it. Let's see how many people said, "Congratulations, Arthur. You did great work. Keep it up." Let's see how many out of the 800 people who saw the video. Right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people out of 800 people said good work. And this guy wrote, Diamondbacks will win the World Series. This will age correctly. Bet on it. So even in the video that has unbelievable knowledge and all the proof is in the video, the guy still goes and trolls and says this video will age correctly, whatever. So 7 people gave me a compliment out of 800 something people. You see? Now, if I go to any of the videos that I've made where I've been wrong, I guarantee you there's hundreds of people, probably dozens of people, not hundreds, but like more than 20 or 30 people. I don't remember a video. Let's actually look at that video that I did with the Oilers. This game right here. All right, so 7 people gave me a compliment. Right, shout out to those 7 people. Right, so let's look at this video. This video has 13 comments, a lot less than the other video. Right. So I get a comment from Thomas. He says, gambling is a losing game. With gematria, you can battle, but in the long run, you will lose. Okay. So we got 1 hate video, one loser comment, which is everything Thomas wrote is false. And then that's it. All right, let's see another one. The Lions, right? The Lions. Let's see. This video right here. Put out the Lions, the Super Bowl matchup. 350 comments. Okay, so a lot more comments. Let's see how many of those are hate. He still ain't went live yet, right? So we got one troll. Got 1. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'll put the newest first because a lot of those comments are like from when I first made the video. Okay, so so here we go. Let's say this is 2. You really gotta stop being so surface level with gematria. Blah 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 blah. Okay, 1. 2. 3. Leave this video up so people can see how you dropped a 0-2 dud. Okay, so 3. 4. Delete this video. Both team lost. Okay, 3. This is 4. I guess this one too. 5. 6. 7. 8. It's always going to be more hate than love. Always. That's the point I'm trying to make. All right? So it doesn't matter what I do. Doesn't matter if I get it right or wrong. The wrong always highlights or overpowers the right. Doesn't matter. All right? But we're going to continue let the money do the talking because that's what we do over here. We let the money do the talking. And we're not paying attention to none of the trolls. You know, you guys can say whatever you want about gematria. You don't want to believe that the games are rigged and scripted, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You can believe that we don't know how to do this decode stuff. Okay, sure, buddy. Okay. How many of you betted on the Lakers today because the Kobe Bryant statue went up and the Lakers had to win, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. Let's go to Stat Mules real quick. Let's see. Lakers all-time record against the Nuggets. Let's see what it is now. Oh, they are 113 and 78. Who was born in the year 78? Shout out to Topsy who pointed that out yesterday. The Nuggets picked up their 78th win, like the year that Kobe Bryant was born, 1978. Wow, amazing. But yeah, 58-minute presentations by the NBA, in your face. If you know gematria. If you don't, then you are confused. But in case you guys may be new here, gematria, the language that is used to script the basketball games, to murder your favorite basketball players, to put up your favorite statue by the numbers. This is the code that they're using to pretty much control your life and to entertain you and to terrorize you and to pretty much just control you all around. Kobe Bryant. It has gematria of 113. The Lakers stayed on 113 wins against the Nuggets today. Fell to 17 and 9 at home, the 41st prime number. The presentation was exactly 58 minutes long. Not 58 minutes and 1 second. It was exactly 58 minutes long. Kobe Bryant equals 58. Remember when Jordan? Let me show you guys what they did with Jordan when he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. You guys want to take a guess how long that presentation was? It was exactly 23 minutes and 23 seconds long. Michael Jordan's Hall of Fame speech. All you have to do is look it up on YouTube. You'll see it. Look at this. You see it says 23-24, right? But when you start the video, it's 23-23. Look at this. You see it? 23-23. A 23-minute video in 23 seconds for Mr. Michael Jordan, who wore the number 23 as a basketball player. You see that? Everything is by the numbers. Everything. And what was Michael Jordan's initials? Oh, MJ. MJ equals 23, right? And what does Michael Jordan equal? It equals 113, just like Kobe Bryant. Just like the National Basketball Association. And I should remind you of the date that the NBA was canceled back in 2020. Something that was foreshadowed in the movie Space Jam. Remember Space Jam? All the players started coughing. The germs. The germs. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord. Let's see what we have for tomorrow on February 9th. What happened on February? Something happened on February 9th. I don't remember, though. That's the 40th day of the year. So we got the Lakers, we got the Hawks and Sixers playing on 2-9. Notice the Hawks have 29 losses right now. We got the Wizards playing the Celtics. Got some interesting games. I like this game right here. This game is catching my eye already. But yeah. So let me just take a look at the chat, and then Paul, you can end it right there. My bad, Roswell. My bad. No, it's just I don't know who these people are, and this is the only way I can respond to them. So don't worry about the troll. I don't worry about them. But the thing is, they make a difference, believe it or not, because these trolls influence other people and other people who are. Because the thing is, the way the world is now, people before they don't even like I noticed this from a lot of people. Like you show them a video, and the first thing they do, they run to the comment section. Like they don't even watch the video first. They go to the comments and see what the people are saying about the video. It's like, watch the video yourself. Become like, I don't know, whatever. So Gematria Decodes, another faggot. Let's see what he wrote. Can you show your 2023 statement and prove you were up money for the year? Yeah, I can show that. but I will only show it to your girl. So tell your bitch to call me and I'll show her. All right? All right, you cocksucker? Oh, they went on an 8-0 run? That's crazy. All right, so you guys have a good night. Peace. Enjoy your weekend.